And look, this is shit that's been is fucking hilarious. America failed women tonight. Trump bullied, assaulted, and stripped reproductive rights away from women all across the country. And instead of standing against it, many voted for it. We have failed our daughters, mothers, and sisters. And he's had that pin there since November 6th.
What has he done? More than that.
Yeah, it's isn't it funny how like a lot of like liberal arguments come down to like a one issue voter?
Yes.
Like it always seems to come down to like abortion, like women's
when women
reproductive
vote,
rights.
This is chronically what they do. They're single issue voters.
Yeah.
And it almost always goes, I'm going to lean on whoever gives women more reproductive rights.
Yeah. Doesn't that seem like? And we saw that argument back in 2016. Like, oh, Trump's going to take away reproductive rights. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like it didn't happen. But they try to play the
Not
same.
true. He just made it a state thing.
Yeah.
Blame your governors.
Exactly. Like it's states' rights stuff.
And honestly, women shouldn't vote anyway. I mean, we need to repeal the 19th Amendment because they're single-issue voters. And my thing is, I've always said this, I don't think you should have the ability to pick the commander-in-chief that could put us in war when you don't have skin in the game when it comes to war. Women don't have to participate in the selective service.
Right.
So if you don't have to participate in the selective service, I find it ridiculous that you have the authority to pick the commander-in-chief, but you don't have the responsibility of serving the military. Right? And also on top of that, I think like military standards should be, you know, for the strongest and most capable, not just, you know, this DEI and let's just get women in or let's lower the standards so that we can get women in. I'm not a fan of that either. So I don't think women should be in the military. I don't think they should be police officers. I don't think they should be in any of these types of services where they're in their stature and their size directly affects their colleagues, right? Because if you're a cop and you're going in with a woman and she's your backup, well, let's be honest here, you're not going to have the same strong backup as if you had another capable guy there. So I think it's crazy that we want to go ahead and make people feel good, feels before reals. Oh yeah, let's give women the opportunity to serve in the military, serve as police officers. But then what are we doing? We're compromising the other people in that service who now they have a less competent partner that can assist them.
Yeah. Also, we've seen videos of them like actually in combat getting attacked by men randomly and losing. So to protect them as well, they should be off duty.
I've seen videos of like, one dude beating up 3 female cops, or they're able to run and the women can't catch them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like the guy is fighting the guy and the woman can't do shit. Like it's just ridiculous. Like we're over here giving women the ability to go into these job fields, and what we're not understanding is that we're putting the men in danger that work alongside them.
Right. I don't think it's women's role in society to like defend men. I think it's the man's role to defend women. You know what I mean? Like, like take away.
We're doing this for their own good. Goddammit.
Well, like take away the competency argument you just made there. Like, irrespective of all that, I just don't think it's like I don't want to have women putting their life on the line.
Yeah.
For my safety, I don't like. It's not your role.
Agreed.
It's my role to like take that hit. You know, as a guy, I saw a video on Twitter today, like. Yeah, immigrant guy like chasing like a British police officer down, like who was a woman in the middle of a crowd of people, and he's just sitting there like chasing her down, intimidating her, and all she can do is run away. Like he's like twice her size. What's he gonna do? Like, or what's she gonna do rather? It's like the emperor's. You know, what's that old tale? Like the emperor's got the emperor's new clothes, where he's like completely naked and everyone's just lying to him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like why are we like pretending that women are as physically capable as a guy is, like women are as physically intimidating as a guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we want them to be like police officers and soldiers and things, they're just not. And it's like no one benefits from this. Nobody.
And you know something that's very interesting. Speaking of the Trump campaign, him and JD Vance campaigned on common sense, right?
Right.
Like if we've gotten to a point now where you need to campaign saying we're campaigning on common sense, that should tell you how far left we've gone. And then Pete Hegseth, the current Secretary of Defense, right, despite the controversies with him, he had a good stance. He's like, look, I don't think women should be in certain roles in the military. And that was considered controversial. They tried to run him up the flagpole when he did his Senate confirmation on that. And it's true. Like, look, if women want to serve in the military, serve in police departments, cool. You know what? One standard, you need to do the same exact stuff that the man can do. And if you can pass, then cool, you should get the job. But lowering standards to let women come in, you know, for affirmative action or DEI or to be inclusive, I think that's a bunch of bullshit, man. We need to put the best people in.
Yeah, completely. It's people are going to get hurt. You know, I mean, you look at Ukraine right now, like bro.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos of like women on the front lines. I don't know if I believe that. I think a lot of that is probably just propaganda.
Well, the women are partying in the clubs.
Because they're all partying in Poland.
Yeah.
I know, because I know guys who are partying with them.
Coming to Miami.
or they're coming to Miami, or they're going to Dubai.
Yeah.
Like all the women fled the country.
Yep.
Like, the Ukrainians didn't like try to draft all the women
Yep.
because they know they're actually going to war.
Yep.
They're actually going to be in a trench.
Yep.
You know, and I think America's had it so good for so long. America's had such a strong military presence over the entire world.
And we're kind of isolated. We have our own. We're in our own hemisphere over here, so we don't have to deal with a lot of the stuff. The oceans actually help us quite a bit.
Oh, no one's going to invade America ever.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like you can't geographically, you can't do it. You know, but it's like, okay, well, if you want to still be the world police and enforce like the American world order, like that shit's going to start to crumble if you have if you impose and you're putting in policies like DEI and stuff everywhere. It's just not going to work. The Chinese know it's not going to work. The Chinese are going to start flexing their muscle.
Yep.
You know, I think in our lifetime, we'll see like some kind of a conflict around Taiwan between the US and the Chinese. I think that's coming pretty soon.
Well, I mean, if he keeps escalating in the Middle East, we might see it sooner than expected.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know, Israel might literally drag us into a world war here.